hosts, and welcome to another Kerbal Space Program stream. Today we are going to attempt to land on Dres, which is a planet that doesn't have any analog. What? Here we go. Oh. Doesn't have any analog in the real solar system, but is the next one out from Juno. So we'll let everything load. We'll start looking into landing a ship there. We've also got to, at some point, rescue our friends off of Juno. I'm not exactly sure how we're going to do, because I'm dreadful at precision landing. Might be that point where I load up the mod, the Mech Jeb mod. I think that's probably our best option at that point. There we go. Just loading up Kerbal Space Program in the background as we start. And we'll get into it almost immediately. Just a little bit more and we'll flick over to the other screen. There we go. Now I've just noticed that the message here, oh, it's gone now. But the message on the loading screen was cleaning transfer windows, which is a wonderfully absurd idea. Okay. And we are in. So let's go to the tracking station. Sure that's like that. Dres Lander 1. We go to fly it. Right. There's the sun there. So let's go add a maneuver here. Bring us down to a real close orbit. And then we get here. We'll kill all our velocity and start the main descent. Let's do a quick save before we do that. There we go. Angled in place. Keep an eye on our resources. And fast forward. So this will be on our fast side. That's fine. Got enough electric charge. We've got communications. We've got an indirect communication, excellent, via the dual surveyor. That's good. That gives us extra. Gives us a little bit of extra confidence that we've got two links to the main to our control. So we've got 20 seconds to burn. There we go. Da-dum. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Burn. And this is just a circularization reduction burn. There we go. And that is all good. We've got plenty of fuel in those. Right, and that's done. Oh, look at that. Great big flat area to land on. Whoop there. I'm assuming that's flat. Okay. Set ourselves retrograde. I am actually going to close one of these antennae with the theory that if we have a hard landing, I'll want to have it survive. Okay. Now, we will burn to get ourselves on a descent trajectory. There we go. And I'm going to do it the rather rough and ready way of burning till we go straight down. So we'll start to tip up as this gets smaller. There we go. Down below 200. And we can see it now turning up. World first milestones. We're on a suborbital trajectory. Excellent. I am amused that they give you sort of like 2 points of science, but at this stage 2 points of science is practically nothing. There we go, and we're continuing to turn up. Right. That's all going fine. I just remembered a horribly twee bit of sci-fi that I read at some point. I can't remember anything about it apart from its sheer twee-ishness. Oh, and the fact that one character was a sentient mushroom in a spacesuit. Okay. We're turning ourselves up. Let's bring our thrust down as we do that. And I'm going to go match to the surface. did not realise that the orbital rotation speed was so high here. Well, we'll correct that as well. There we go. How high up are we? We're about 42 kilometres. That's not too bad. Oh! Nothing much is up, Wyatt. I'm just landing ourselves on Dres, which is this tiny little planet out beyond Juna, which is somewhat hard to land on because it doesn't have much of an atmosphere, but it has some gravity, so we have to basically account for that. And we are coming up to about 42 kilometers up, 41. Okay. And we're angled straight down. That's good. Just easing ourselves. And we'll probably have to stage through here now. Nice. Sounds like fun. It is quite fun. Okay. Kill that. Now we'll stage. Oh. There's our probe. And the probe's engine's a lot stronger than the interplanetary engines, which are more about being efficient. And, right, so let's descend to about 30 k's up, and we'll do a safety burn then. Right. Let's see how this... Need to get a feel for the engines. Yeah, that's going well. Keep an eye on that thing descending. Alright. So, we can pull quite a few G's on this thing. Excellent. So, 1. Let's come out about 10 kilometers. It's getting a bit scary now. Let's ease up on the brakes. Coming down. That's going well. Keeping an eye on everything. 19 kilometers. 20 meters a second. Ease back. Okay. We're going to see this go kaboom soon. They're all very technical. Well, it is sort of rocket science, quite literally. There we go. And we are, what, 17 kilometers above? Right. If we make a mistake, we just go slamming into the planet's surface. So, don't want to do that. And we can see the planet get in more well defined. That's the controls for our throttle. Let's bring us down under, say, 10 meters a second. There. Right. can see the surface coming up towards us some more. Right, let's bring us down a bit more. Yeah. So it's 10 kilometers. It's interesting how different 10 kilometers vertical is to 10 kilometers on the surface. Like 10 kilometers on the surface is well within walking distance. Where is the universe? We are heading towards Dres, which in Kerbal Space is out beyond the Mars equivalent. So sort of between Mars and Jupiter. So it's equivalent. It's like the planet that never formed, that became the asteroid belt, I guess. But in this world, it did form an asteroid belt. Formed a planet rather than an asteroid belt. Okay. 7.8. Oh. So we can't accelerate now, that's fine. We are coming down. We've got plenty of fuel. Just relax. Don't be impatient. Be cautious. Be careful. 6 kilometers. There we go. Let's bring ourselves down from 50 meters a second. 40 meters a second. There we go. 5 kilometers up. All right. .9 clicks. We're doing 40 meters a second. Actually, almost 50. Let's get that down again. Now, if I was both a mathematical genius and a far better pilot, I could wait until I get right close to the end and then just burn to slow down so I get exactly 0 when we touch down. I'm neither of those things, so I have to be cautious and keep my mind on everything. There we go. And the tricky thing is, as we go down, we consume fuel. And the fuel consumption makes the ship lighter and handle different. So I always have to be constantly making little adjustments to account for the fact that the spacecraft keeps changing how it behaves. Down below that point. Soon to be in triple figures. Okay. Definitely need to slow down now, because we can see the surface quite clearly. And down under 8, because we can see debris and stuff on the planet. Okay. You are like that. 7 meters a second. We want it to be definitely below 5 once we make contact. But we don't want to be too low, because then we could either go into a hover or flip over, which would be a pain. 7. Okay, done under 9. Right, this is about the speed we want. A little bit more thrust. Coming down. There. There we go. Relax. Okay. Down we go. Whoops. That's a little bit too much. We went into a hover. That's fine. Okay. That's 500 meters. There we can see the surface clearly. Of course, not knowing the scale of those objects makes it difficult. Okay. And all this is nice and smooth. Surface is a little bit slidey. Main engine shut off. We have landed. Let's extend the other antenna. World's first achievement. Let's shut the engines off. Okay, world's first achievement. The recent accomplishments of our space program have attracted contributions from numerous organizations. 60,000 credits, 2 science, and 5 regard. Excellent. And while we are here, we can observe the mystery goo. Keep that experiment. We can use our seismometer. Changes in speed of vibrations hint to differing materials under the surface. Okay, and finally, where is our... Oh, here is our barometer. This is going to be really informative. Atmospheric pressure scan from Dres lowlands. Collected and recorded the atmospheric pressure data from the surroundings. In other words, there's no atmosphere here. And our thermometer. Log temperature. Keep that. Our batteries are fully charged almost. Where is the sun's directly above us. We're getting a little bit of power. Let's transmit our data. There we go. Transmit the data, transmit all. There we go. We're going to run out of power. Nope, all done. We've collect our data from Dres. Mission accomplished. Let's go back to the Space Center and see how we are. Didn't know this mission had... and collecting stuff. Yeah, you get missions from Mission Control. It gives you suggestions on what to do. There's nothing at the moment that I want to do from those missions. And looking at our tech tree, we can unlock a new technology. So, very heavy rockets, high performance high performance fuel systems, metamaterials, which is just extra parts, hypersonic space, hypersonic flight. That gives us the whiplash and would open up us getting the Raptor, which is the best jet engine in the game. More fuselage bits, which would be nice. Wheels and rotors. That we can't use yet. Ion propulsion, which I'm not going to use on stream because it's just too slow. Another core for the guidance systems. And, oh, thank you very much. What is it? Nixie KO. And battery pack and fuel cell array. You must fly to Britain. Well, good luck with that. Also gets us the just a second. I think we'll go for these advanced cores and unlock them. Because my next mission I want to do is put a probe on the surface of Eve. I think that's what our next mission will be. So we'll load up our previous rocket, which was this one. And we are going to make some adaptations for an Eve landing. First thing first, we're going to rename this Eve Lander 1. Now we're not going to need retro rockets here because we're going to use a big parachute. So big parachutes. Utility. Big parachute. Excellent. And at the bottom, like that. We're going to have a decoupler, which is used to split things. That's wrong size. Decoupler like that. And a big heat shield. Not sure how that works, but seems to work. We'll just move these up slightly. No, not those. You. There. Okay. Now I want to swap out that that control body for our more advanced one. I'm pretty sure. Hold on. Let's sort by cost. Because the most advanced one will be here. Command, CurbNet access. I want more than stability assistance. I want it to actually be the smart type. That's the one I want. Radial control. But you maneuver tracking, how about you? Looking for a really good control system. Yes, this one. Now we'll tell the thing that this is now the route. So we can go like that. Can take that away. Now it looks neater as well. We probably want to add to this a reaction control, not a reaction control, sorry. A stabilizer. And maybe some drogue chutes as well. Hold on. This is actually a drogue chute. We don't want that. We want the blue coloured one. And we want to put the drogue chutes around here. So, 4 of them. And let's time that. So that's there. Then we deploy the drogue chutes. Then we deploy the main chute. So any other science we can slip onto here. Light scanning arm. Put them here as well. We can't use a magnemeter. That's too big. Graphiola detectors. And you guys as well. We might have too much on here, but we'll find out when we land on the planet. And I'm going to move that. Out of there, so let's clear this up as well. That goes. So next thing is we want a matching what do we call these things? Payload covering. Yep. So we put that on there. I want to wait till this turns green. There we go. So we've got the cover there. That there. So that will protect it through the atmosphere as we are travelling down. We'll want another decoupler on top of this. Why are they all small? Sort by size. So this should be the big... There we go. Alright. Now we'll clear this up. We're going to put another... I'm going to put power on the top here because it's going to be... because the other power is going to be underneath there. So we're going to need a pair of photovoltaic cells, and for comms, these are pretty good. Right. Final thing to do is fix up the problem we had with this initial design. We have these rockets here, which are underutilized. So go for decoupling. Go for the small ones again. All right. Put those together. We have a adapter, which is the 2-to-1 adapter. Where are we? Stack quad. There we go. We join those together. We put a rocket on the bottom here with a little fuel tank of its own. Okay. And that one grabs fuel from our asparagus stage. So it's gonna go and act weird on me, isn't it? Yeah. What I want to do is connect this to that. There we go. Now we've got to get the staging all handled. That's good. Okay. You go down there as well. Why is that up there? Right. Okay, that should be the first thing to divide off. Not sure what you are. Okay. You come off. Then you come off. That goes up further. And what are you? These engines don't exist anymore, I don't think. And that's there. Add these things. This is the lower one. That goes there. It's a heat shield. That. And finally in there, what are you? Okay. Right, I think we've got everything set up. We'll save this. Don't like that, whatever that is. No, that definitely is not supposed to be there. Right, okay, I think it's set up. It definitely will not return. This is a one-way voyage for this craft. And I'm just going to double check. So stage 8 is above that. Stage 7, it's got good thrust to weight ratio. Stage 6, that's our... Ah, okay, these ones. Right, you're supposed to be there, and you're supposed to be there as well. Not sure why stage 5 isn't recorded. Okay. Well, we'll give that a try. Wait, your stage 1 can't reach supersonic? Stage 1 doesn't... Stage 1 is the re-entry thing. It's going to Eve. It's just going to basically fall through the atmosphere and be aerobraked. Let's give it a try, unless you are noticing something that I'm not. Okay, just like that. Powered up. Thrust to maximum. That's good. There we go. And keep an eye on everything for it to burn out. Lean over slightly there. Alright. Continue that. We are going through a bit of a turn. That's fine. It's like the Alright. We'll get our gravity turned better. We want to be heading directly east as well. Alright. Let's get an eye on that. Continue our turn. Let's put ourselves on sort of the top of that reticle thing, because we want to come out. Right. And we've made use of another engine down here, so we're getting better aerodynamics. That's heading up. Gaining altitude now. Our periapsis is growing. And let's have a look at the shape of this. Ah, good. It's a nice shallow thing, which means that it'll take less fuel to circularize. There we go. Coming up to 60. 62 on the periapsis. The apoapsis altitude, sorry. Up over 70, we'll be able to establish a circularized orbit at that point. Add a maneuver there. Okay. Start burn in 10. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Burn. Actually, I've just realised I want to do that. And that. There we go. That was the staging error that we made. So we are circularizing properly now. Hopefully we'll burn through that before we establish an orbit, but we didn't. That's okay. Got a little bit of extra fuel on board. That's all set up right. Let's extend the communications antenna. Is that going to bump into anything? Nope. So we've got power. Well, save this. And let's see if we can schedule something for the eve. Right, an alarm. Okay. We'll go back to the Space Center and fast forward. I'm not sure why it's not reporting the atomic engines as working correctly. Oh, we can collect that. There we go. Warp to the next. All of those satellites. And Eve launcher. Not sure what you are. What are you? Various little things. Nuclear engines in too low orbit don't make much sense, and I prefer to be using the fuel on them for the actual interstellar trip. Okay. Is that going to stop in time? Because it sometimes blows past the... Jump to vessel. Delete and close. Point towards the correct target. Oh, okay. That's the problem. Let's fix that up as well. So you're supposed to be down there. And you are supposed to be there. And you are supposed to be up there. Like that. Right. Now we start burning. There we go. Where are we and where's the node? We might run into problems, but that's fine. Come on. There we go. Okay. Let's also extend you. This is going down. That's a good sign. Okay, we're gonna switch into accelerated mode. There we go. Using the game's ability to warp time and space. X. We've got plenty of fuel. And we'll probably have to adjust our orbit to account for mistakes we made. But that's pretty typical for us. Where is our orbit? There we go. We've got plenty of fuel. Eve is an easy planet to at least stop ourselves on. So I'm not really concerned about having all the trouble we had with Moho. And that number's still going down, which is good. Excellent. Yeah, decouplers cause wrong delta V data so often. Yeah, especially if they're not in the right order. Right. Also, we're kind of pointing in the wrong direction here. Let's point ourselves prograde. So at least we get the most efficient use out of our engine burn. At least until we escape the atmosphere, until we receive escape velocity. And then we can correct. There we go. Yep. I'll probably modify the probe at the top and use it to do the ELU burn as well. It's almost overkill taking this one out to Eve. There we go. And we are... It's interesting how as they get up, as the altitude of the apoapsis gets higher, the speed that it grows gets higher as well. I think it's because of the O-berth effect, because as we get faster, the O-berth effect becomes more efficient. Okay. We pop off out of there, and then I'll go like that. We can fine-tune our trajectory. It's coming down, excellent. Right. And the really neat thing is, I don't really have to worry about using any fuel to slow down once we hit Eve, because we'll just slam into the atmosphere and let the atmosphere slow us down. Unless it burns us into a crisp, which is an option. You're coming down there. Right. We're probably going to kill that. Select you as the target. And see if we can adjust our orbit now to get a better closest approach. Like that. So let's bring us closer together. And what's that car? And we'll switch it to focus view as well. Okay, we've overshot slightly. That's fine. We look like we're on the same plane. So let's just adjust on the radials. That normally helps. But not that way, so radial in. Okay, let's try. That's definitely working. Okay, it's the best we got that way. we might have to adjust our inclination slightly. Is that making it worse or better? That's making it better. Cool. Okay. 8. There we go. Bring you down. It's another case where masses of fuel compensate for inability as a rocket engineer. $60 meters. Then when this stops getting better, we change ourselves again. There we go. Almost looks like Gilly is bigger than Eve on this diagram. Alright. Now let's point ourselves prograde. We might have to do slight adjustments again. Actually, retrograde. Because prograde didn't make things better. There we go. 28, 27. Let me adjust our inclination again. Just sort of walk our way closer and closer. So it's actually a normal direction we want to go. That's fine. And if I was an actual space engineer doing rocket science, I would have already worked this out beforehand, but there we go. That takes us down. And even seeing the thing curve around now due to the gravitational influence. And I think this will be our last correction that we'll need. Although I'm noticing with 80 kilometers a second, we can probably not even have to worry about aerobraking. what I want to do is Eve, atmosphere. Oh. Eve, okay. Atmospheric characteristics, atmospheric height, 90 kilometers. So let's take us into about 80 kilometers. Oh. There we go. Oh, that was a little bit too much. There we go. Just a tiny little squirt. Give it a tiny, tiny little squirt, and then I'll be satisfied with that. And we'll save that. Here we go. Oh. Save the game. Worst that can happen is we go slamming into the planet. Okay, so we enter here. Add that maneuver that does nothing. But will allow us... Oh, we got more contracts. Excellent. To set up a create an alarm. For the next maneuver. That alarm. Go back into the main area. Let's see if we can land. I think this is going to be the last mission for this stream, so whatever happens, we'll find out. This is our Eve lander here. Good luck on the missions. Thank you very much. Caspos JS. I again am sorry about if I have screwed up your name. X. We've got... What are you here? Elu. I think Elu probably be the next mission we get onto. Right. Slowing down. Then we jump into vessel. Delete and closed. Set ourselves so we are actually facing retrograde. There's Elu in the distance. Oh, not Elu, sorry. Eve in the distance. Cass, okay. Oh, Casps is fine. Move that. Now I've got to make sure that that one there, that one there. Right. So we're entering the atmosphere. Hopefully the heat shield... let me guess. Too many emojis. Right, we are slowing down at least. No, let's hit the end. Right. Okay. That's deployed. We release that. Those are released. And main chute away. Okay. Now, we just have to... Yep, atmospheric pressure is definitely increasing. So while we're here, keep that. Log your pressure data. Log temperature. Run the atmospheric analysis. And we continue to ascend. The question... Oh, we've got plenty of electric charge. Excellent. Already 20 kilometers up. Do you know there's an ocean on Eve? Yes, I do. And I am pretty sure we're going to splash down in the ocean. It looks very... because there's islands over there. If that's the case, these legs are going to do nothing. And I just realised we've got a fuel tank that's Doesn't actually do anything because there's no rocket on there. It's just acting as ballast. Oh, and thruster packs as well. Well, that was silly. Alright. Probably want to accelerate ourselves a bit. 10K's up. My only concern is if these parachutes are inadequate to slow us down once we get deep enough, but the parachutes should work much more effectively in the thick Evian atmosphere. Because at the moment, 50 meters a second isn't a good speed to land at. But they haven't gone they haven't sort of folded out. There we go. Right. 50 kilometers out. Or there's nothing we can really do since it's all under the control of the atmosphere now. It's completely ballistic. Well, not ballistic, in fact, because it's the effect of the parachutes slowing us down. So we are doing a terminal velocity. And we are coming in at the... Oh! Keep the pressure data as well. Oh, some debris there. Kerbals don't carry parachute. They can survive 50-meter head impact. Well, that is quite a lot. Can I extend the antenna now? Yep. And we're getting beta signal. Alright. We'll retract the antenna. And we'll wait until we've landed down and we can deploy all of them. So I'm worried that when we hit the ground we'll damage the antennas if they are fully deployed. Might as well lock that. Lock the temperature. Okay, and oh, what's it? Those silly things, these things. Keep that. Okay. down to about 1 kilometre up. The main chute's deployed, and we've slowed down to 3 meters a second. That's completely... Oh, we're gonna land nice and softly. All we got to do is worry about actually landing in a sensible amount of time. Five. 400 meters. 300 meters. Two. And yep, we've got the ocean below us. So we're going to splush down, switch that off, because I've noticed that once you get really low, you tend to get sort of feedback loops and it causes the wiggle out of control. So only concern is this might bump into the water at an unacceptable speed and get damaged. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Alright, 100 meters. We're just about to touch down. Or splash down. There it goes. We're doing a nice 3.5 meters a second. Alright. Doesn't look like we've got any damage. It's good. Extend the antennas. We've got at least 2 bars. That is awesome. Let's run all the other experiments. Log seismic data. Oh, can't do that underwater. Log the temperature. Oh. There, log you. Observe your mystery goo. Keep that experiment. Log the pressure data. Keep the temperature scan. I think that's... Oh! Got this remote arm. But nothing to... But nothing to scan with it. Okay. That is fine. How much power we got? World's first milestones. We've splashed down on the oceans of Eve. What I want to do is, since you are there, walk to the sunrise. Unfortunately, I think, guessing being in the shadows and stuff affects that. Let's see if we've got enough power to transmit our science back. Transmit all. Yep. Oh. Out of power. And unable to get more power, apparently. Except for this one on here. Why the one underneath the water getting the most sunlight? Anyway, let's go back to the Space Center and see how much science we've got out of that. Got 252. Excellent. So we're moving towards getting enough science to fill out the tech tree. A couple more voyages and we'll have done it. Just checking if there's anything interesting to... Nope. So let's go back to our main room. Today we accomplished two major missions. We've landed on Dres and we've landed on Eve, and we've gotten ourselves data from both planets. We'll probably do Elu next, which will be next week. Tomorrow we'll be playing some Minecraft. If you've enjoyed playing with me, please come back tomorrow and subscribe. Thank you everybody for watching. And I will see you later. Goodbye.